Oh, the gift. The gift that is Arsenal. A gift that just keeps on giving to all Premier League football fans. Bottle Job FC in full force yet again. The worst team in Premier League history. A team they needed 2 own goals to beat at the Emirates have come back to strike again. Arsenal were miles ahead. It was within their grasp, and they have blown it. The title is now out of their hands. 2-2 against Wolves. They are an absolute embarrassment when it comes to clinching league titles. Mikel Arteta, honestly, you are on the brink, my friend. You are done after this season at Arsenal. There is no way these Arsenal fans are looking at these pictures that we're all watching on TV right now, looking at them faces, cue the meltdown on every single Arsenal fans. Social media is going to be packed with absolute meltdowns tonight and the morning, and everybody's going to be talking about Mikel Arteta's Arsenal yet again. I mean, you deserve it. You really do. How can you only have 4 shots on target against the worst team in Premier League history? You had your warning at the Emirates and you've fallen straight back into the trap again. Mikel Arteta is taking the fun out of football. He really is. You cannot win a title like this. To win a title, you have to go out and win games. You cannot play constantly not to lose, and that's what Arteta is doing constantly. It's glorious to watch. I don't even have to watch Arsenal anymore to know what's going to happen. 4 shots on target. I don't think they've had, they had 2 shots on target in the second half in that whole game. Wolves had more. This is Wolves who are done. They're out of the league. They're finished. And they know they're finished. Mikel Arteta is chasing a title down. You wouldn't get Manchester City doing this. You wouldn't get Liverpool doing this. Mikel Arteta has got it in his head that destroying football is the way that you're going to win football matches. They are the most boring team ever to watch, and that's coming from Arsenal fans. That is straight from the horse's mouth. They hate watching their team. They were actually convinced that they were going to bore their way to a title, laughing and joking about winning this title by playing the worst football ever. I don't care how we do it. As long as we get our hands on that trophy, well, it's not in your hands anymore. There is a team down the road from us, the Blue Half of Manchester, that you have just gifted another league title to. So thanks for that, Arsenal. Again, your bottle jobs. Thanks for having us sat up here in Manchester having to deal with the Blue Half of Manchester again, going on with themselves, how they've come back and claimed another title, because that's what's going to happen now. There is no way Arsenal can get over this. The signs have been there. They have been crumbling like Cheshire cheese. They have slowly been falling away. And now Mikel Arteta effect is in full effect. And these Arsenal fans know it. The meltdown is there. The meltdown is there tonight. And everybody knows what's coming. City, all they have to do is win their games and they win the title. It's out of Arsenal's hands, I think, for the first time in God knows how long. Only Arsenal can be top at Christmas and this far ahead by so many points throughout a bleeding season and bottle it. And that is what has happened. And it's happened again. They just cannot do it. Mikel Arteta cannot manage this team to a major trophy. You've probably got a better chance of winning the Champions League, in all fairness. Maybe pick out one game, but I'm looking at Wolves there. Twice against Wolves this season. You've literally just about managed to get over the line and get 4 points out of the worst team in Premier League history. I mean, my God, Manchester United got the same amount of points out of Wolves. They've won 1 game all season, and Arsenal are clinging on. So supposedly, champions-elect, supposedly the next team to pick up that trophy, and you were clinging on. Literally hanging on in there. David Raya, what are you doing coming for that ball in injury time? Do you need to come? Why is there no communication? Do you know what it is? And do you know why? It's bottling it. Watching Gabriel go off his head at the way that his team is defending is nothing short of glorious, honestly. And he deserves it. Cheating, boring, set-piece FC Arsenal. Do you know what? In a weird way, it probably deserves to go to Manchester City because at least they attack. I mean, they're much better, but watching Arsenal play football these days, I honestly don't know how they are where they are. Without set pieces, where would this team be? Mikel Arteta might as well go pack his bags and leave the set piece coach in charge because they're just awful to watch. The only reason they are where they are is because of these set pieces. You take them away from this team and they're done. They're done. They are, with the amount of talent that they've got as well. I mean, even I have to hold my hands up and say it's the best squad assembled that I've ever seen since the Invincible days for Arsenal. And they just cannot perform for this manager. He's done. It's as simple as that. I'll expect many Arsenal fans to be saying exactly the same thing tonight and talking about Arsenal and Arteta and how they don't believe that he's ever going to be able to do it. This was the season. This was his chance. This was the moment. Everyone else is crap. Liverpool, one of the worst defences we've ever seen in Premier League history. Then you're looking at Manchester City all over the place. I mean, City might trip up one more time yet this season. And I still think that they will win the league ahead of Arsenal because they just don't have the bottle for it. They don't. It's as simple as that. We can always go down the road of saying this is the same old Arsenal, always bottling it. But this is different levels of absolutely bottling it to a different degree. Honestly, I'm sick of using the word bottle here because it's embarrassing for Arsenal fans, everyone else talking about them like this. They should be absolutely away with this title and already thinking about lifting the trophy. And they're in this predicament now. They're in this situation where they are now in the lap of the Manchester City gods and they don't know if they're going to be picking this title up. I actually think now on the run that they've got, I'm trying to think of the wins. Like since the Manchester United defeat Arsenal, yeah, they won a few games, but then you drop points at Brentford, you drop points at Wolves tonight. Their away form is shocking. It's really bad. And it's all down to Mikel Arteta. That's all you can say. We're all laughing tonight because we've seen this coming. We're actually all laughing tonight because Arsenal fans agreed with us. Every single Arsenal fan was saying exactly the same thing. I just don't get how you take away the fun out of what is a quality side, because that's what it is. He's destroying football. Mikel Arteta has destroyed football, and he's strangling this Arsenal team. He is. There is nothing that I'm watching at all in their games or in their performances that convince me now that they have got what it takes to actually get the job done and pick that trophy up. I do actually believe that he has made these players worse this season. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but when you think about it, it's right, isn't it? He is making this Arsenal team worse. And you know what's funny about it as well? If Manchester United actually beat Everton at weekend, then we could be 10 points behind Arsenal. Who'd have thought that? Like, that's how far they're falling. And Manchester City being able to limp their way up to Arsenal is telling you everything you need to know about this Arsenal team and how they're falling apart right now. But look, it's glorious to watch. It's fantastic to watch as a Manchester United fan. The only problem we've got is they're just allowing Manchester City to walk in and take the title away from them again. And I think this is it. I don't think Arsenal ever come back and have a chance of winning this title, because I think Arsenal will be too scared to get rid of Arteta. And as long as he's there at the football club, they're always going to fail. This was it. This was the moment. This was the season. They're never going to have a chance to win it again because everyone's going to come back and everyone's going to improve. And everyone's going to buy players and just be stronger. Arsenal were the strongest that they could be this season. There isn't much more that you can do. You supposedly got the best two centre-backs in the country. We're hearing about Calafiori coming in being the next best thing also. Timber on one side. And you've got Luis Skelly on the other side. You've got one of the best midfields going in Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Odegaard. Saka can't be replaced. You bought the best striker in Europe last season. You don't know whether to play Martinelli, Eza, or bleeding whoever it is that you've got up front there. You've got an abundance of talent there. We can't even get Havertz and Jesus into the conversation tonight here. He doesn't know what his best team is. He doesn't know how to get the most out of them. And he is going to bottle this league title in glorious fashion. And that's Mikel Arteta. And I don't feel sorry for the Arsenal players either, because they epitomise their manager. They believe in this manager, and he is going to, I think he's going to end up ruining them. I do. They're all signing contracts for Mikel Arteta, but they're not going to win anything with him. It's a crazy world. Let me know what you think. Get into the comment section. Arsenal have tonight officially bottled the league title. It's now, for the first time in God knows how long, out of their hands. Well done, Mikel Arteta. Like, share and subscribe. Cheers for watching, everyone.